What's up, YouTube? You know who it is. The boss is back in the building once again with another video as we continue to give you what you need. Today, I got a special guest. Tell me your name, homeboy.
I'm the author of American Square. My author pen name is Jay Reese, but also known as Moe Banks.
Moe Banks. Yeah. Today we got Moe Banks on the show. This is one of my long-term friends, I'm saying. So we're gonna give you the opportunity to get to know a little about him, and we're gonna discuss his book. So Mo, a lot of things that I do for the youth, because I had them watching me trying to inspire them to be authors too, like you and me.
Right.
So first of all, I want you to tell them, where were you born?
Right.
The elementary school, the middle school, the high school that you went to.
Right.
Can you tell them that?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm originally I was born in Ohio. So
Ohio.
Yeah, not a native DC or metropolitan area person, but moved here in 1976 to Fort Washington, Maryland. Went to Fort Washington Elementary.
Okay.
From there, went to Friendly High School.
Salute Friendly.
Friendly High School.
Yeah.
Went to Friendly High School. When I left there, went to Montgomery College, and then finished up at Bowie State University.
Okay, so we see that he got education for all the youth out there. That's why we continue to tell you that you gotta have education to move on to the next level. So, Mo, when you were growing up as a youth, so what did, when you moved to DC, because you come from Ohio, so what was that transition like to move in from Ohio to DC, because you're born there and now you're coming into another area? So what was that like?
Man, it was, transition at first was kind of rough because, majority of people I lived around were white people.
Right.
In Ohio and in Missouri, when I moved here, it was a predominantly black area. But getting into sports and just having some good neighbors, man. I was able to transition real quick. Right. And just kind of went from there, man. We were able to have a lot of fun, man. Talking about community and the youth, man. It's very important to have a strong community, a good background to kind of help you through life.
Yes, I appreciate that. And also, I'm saying, tell them the neighborhood that, I used to come out there and hang with y'all at. Tell them about that. Tell
them. Man, we're out there, man. Of course, it's, in Fort Washington, Maryland, it's about 20 minutes outside of DC. And out there kind of living like being in Bel Air or something. Swimming pools. 90210. Swimming pools, country clubs, man. We had it all, man.
Yeah.
And it was just a good environment at the time, man. Because, growing up in early 80s, man, just before a lot of drugs hit. Right. You know what I'm saying, man, we thought we were on another planet, man. We were out there just living life, man, and pushing through. And then, when the drug game started, man, maybe like 82, 84, whatever, when it first hit. You know what I'm saying? We was always eager to drive downtown, man. Go to the city. Yeah, man. We couldn't wait to come in the city.
Coming to the city.
Yeah, we just come to the city, man. And that's when we really, man, we loved it, man. Just, what I'm saying? Just them night lights, man, coming in town, man. And that kind of introduced me to gentlemen like you, who in DC, man. I mean, I saw your flyer about the Brentwood jump. Look like little dudes, man, coming up, man.
You need to be there. Come up there with it, because you got a book. Come up there, man. Spend some time, man.
So
you're welcome.
So, man, I always had, friends in DC. So a lot of people always talk about, you live in Maryland, man. It's like, look, man, I was in Southeast, man, Congress lights, man, all the time, man. Every day, man. So
you was in DC every day when we every day.
Yeah, so the transition into that, man, just dealing with people in the metro area, man, was a real big deal to me, man. Right. If you got game, man, look, people want to accept you, man, from wherever you are, man. Because I met you through Demonic.
Demonic Clock. Rest in peace, Demonic Clock. That's our brother, man. He went home, man. Rest in peace, Demonic.
Yeah. But the funny thing is about you, so when I met you, you were doing, man, everything. I really look at you, man, and now it's a fact, man, you can transition, man. When I met you, you was in real estate. Chaco, man, look, Chaco, man, I just knew him as Chaco. I didn't know you as Chaco, man. You know what I'm saying? I thought you was Chaco. So, man, Chaco was doing real estate, man, building them houses, man, fixing houses up, doing Chaco.
Yeah.
And then you had clothing lines, music.
Yeah.
And this is even after you was the OG. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, after. Yeah.
So I think also young kids need to understand, man. You gotta, you're saying it's short-term thing. It's a long-term.
Yes.
Long-term thing, man. You have to be able to have stability in your life, man, and a certain way of life, man.
Right.
And that don't end early. You know what I'm saying? You 60, 40, 60, 70 years old, man. Yeah. And that's what I used to, look at you, man. Really, I was really happy, man, that talk to Child, man, that we could get together. Man.
Yeah. I was happy when I saw you out on there on Facebook and they say Moe Banks. I was like, that's my man. I was like, Then we hooked up and we talked. And I told you I wanted to get you on the show because I'm saying you were worthy of that. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you.
Because another thing I want to tell the youth, I'm saying you've been working so hard. I'm saying the brother's retired. Tell them, what was that about?
Man, it's been a long journey though, man. But I got into after college, got into the federal government, man, early in life. So I was able to maintain a good salary, man. It took a lot of work, man. Coming up, man. They ain't. It was still a lot of diversity, man. They didn't want to give black people the opportunities.
Right.
But I just stuck it out, man. I was able to move up pretty high and retire with 37 years, man. So. But you know what I'm saying? It just takes, man, you have to just deal with whatever adversity you go through, or child support, or going through times when you ain't got that much money, man. Parking tickets,
struggle
tickets.
Real.
It's coming up through life, man.
Yeah,
you know
it's real.
So, to the young guys out there, man, just, man, have faith in God, man, and just keep pushing, man, always, man.
Have faith.
Look at yourself, man, and look in the mirror, man. Just keep your head up. And know that you got, you somebody too, man. Don't never forget that the God has a plan for everybody.
Everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
And everybody has a story.
Yeah.
So, Mo, another thing I want to talk about is tell the youth, because this is important, because, hey, it wasn't good what I did, but people praise a lot of the negative stuff, but here's the brother that's positive. Tell them why you didn't get involved in the street life.
Well, man, it was a great line, man. I mean, I had a lot of buddies coming up
A lot.
that didn't make it through those times, man.
Yeah.
They were selling drugs, or they were users.
Right.
And just, man, I guess, fate, man. I mean, there was situations where I seen dudes get shot like right in front of me, or stuck right in front of me, and just go a different path, man. We all came from the same backgrounds, everybody had the same type of parents coming up.
Exactly.
So just which way you wanted to go, man.
Exactly.
Some dudes went one way, some dudes went the other way, man. I think sports is what kept me really in there, man, trying to stay out of trouble. It was hard though, man, because some of the days,
temptation.
Yeah, you want to go out there, go to them parties, man, do what everybody was doing, man, smoke, drink all day like everybody else did, but you had to look at, you kind of had to look, man, have a plan, man, have a dream, man. It's all about having dreams, man. You can have a dream about being somebody, man. I think that's what kept me kind of grounded, man. And my parents were always in my life. That's another thing. I know a lot of young kids out there don't have parents, two parents. But back then we did.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, back then we did, man. So it was a lot different, but you just have to, man, keep your mind right, keep yourself focused, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got, like I said, you have to have a dream. You have to want to reach the height, man. You can't just want to be just a regular nigga on the street, man.
Right.
That shit ain't going nowhere now, man. Because the drug game ain't like it was, man. No more. It's a different time, man.
Right.
So, be an entrepreneur, man. Just look, you can do anything, man. You can do anything you want to do, man.
Sell drugs.
Yeah, man. There ain't no more. I mean, this administration, man, they locking everybody out, man. You know what I'm saying?
Clean.
Yeah.
So, you went to, you finished school, you even went to college, you retired.
Right.
Now we at that point. Tell me, because I haven't seen you in like 15 years.
Right.
Moe the author. Where that come from,
man? Yes. I tell you, man. I always had that back when I was always a good storyteller.
Right.
When I was young, but never, man. Things happen in life, man. And you get, having to pay bills, pay child support, whatever. Just wasn't able to capture that. I didn't have time, man.
Right.
Just living day to day, man. So, about four years ago, something like that, I started working on a book.
Okay.
And just when we worked from home,
right,
through the pandemic.
Right, through the pandemic.
Yeah, so we were working from home, and I was working on a little bit, man. But I went out to Denver in 2023.
Okay.
And went to I was on travel, and I was going to see Primetime team play Colorado, play Arizona.
Oh yeah, you seen Prime?
Yeah, man. So we went out there. Went out there. Couldn't breathe up there top, man. The elevation, I didn't realize my lungs is bad.
Wow, they keep saying that.
Look, the elevation is,
out
man,
there for
the air,
real.
man, to go out there, man, your lungs ain't right, man.
Wow.
So look, barely made it back, man. Barely made it back. Went to the doctor. They said I had some issues, I had scarring on my lungs, man, probably from years back. And then some just told me, man, my ear, man, you need to do this book.
Right.
Now.
Get it out, man.
Yeah, and then it took about like 6 months, man, and I got it published.
Okay.
So, but it took, man, you have to be focused, man, and every day you have to be in a routine, man. I had some good friends helping me. Then I got to the point where I could get it edited, man. So I did that. But one thing, Top, that one thing that shit, man, helped me do, man, is look back at my past, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You look back and do a story of yourself, you can look back, it's like, when you read your own shit, you be like, damn, you actually see how many times God was in your life, man.
Right.
Pushing you through different avenues, closing doors, opening doors for you.
Right.
So it gave me the opportunity to see that, man. So it was a blessing just to get it out, man. So hopefully, man, I'm getting some positive feedback, man. It's I see it's selling. I think Walmart has it. It's on Amazon, like your book, man. It's like I looked at overseas in Europe, man. It's like in Denmark, Romania.
That's wonderful.
China, man. So somebody must be liking it, man.
You get that global money.
Yeah, the worldwide. See, the thing is, they ain't even. I'm with paid publishing and nothing. I ain't gonna knock them, but they just now getting my publicity stuff out like this week, and the book has been on sale since March, and I didn't even know it was on sale until like April something. So it was on Amazon about a whole month before I knew it was out there. But once I found out it was out there, I started doing little Facebook stuff, Instagram, things like that. But in a few weeks, I'm gonna start really pushing some stuff out. Promoting it, man.
Yeah, just promoting more video.
Yeah.
So without telling us, too much of the book, because we want them to go out and buy.
Right.
So tell us the name of the book and just give us a little of it. Just what a little that you could tell us about it. Just to make the people really want to go out and get it.
Right. Well, the name of the book is Americansquare: The Rise and Fall of a Modern Day Camelot, and I based this story on, Camelot and King Arthur.
Right.
How they it was one country with all men included. I based that on our community.
Right.
And it was like we became like the shining light. The shining star, like the perfect place.
Right. So
I based the book off of Camelot and how I was living, how I came up.
Right.
In the country, coming to DC, man, it was a whole different experience for a country boy like me.
Right.
And how we were able to, each community where we live, we were able to come together as one, man.
Right.
And conquer, man, and just take things to a different level, man. So, and talk a little bit about school and the neighborhood and how I was playing football and how I persevered through football. Sometimes you get knocked down, a couple times I didn't get scholarships, man, to go different places. But I wanted to play football so bad, what I'm saying, I would do anything, man, to reach my goal, man. So talk about that, and then I talked about a little bit about work experience in the federal government, and I talked about some of the guys I hung with, man, back in the day, man. I remember Allen Iverson, man, him when he first came here, man. Before he was AI, man.
Before he was AI.
Yeah, we met him his first year in Georgetown, man. I talked a little bit about our experience, man, how we had a good time, man.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, man. So, man, basically it's a story of my life and how I kind of maneuvered through things, man. Talked about death a lot, man. About experiencing good friends getting killed,
Right.
As I was trying to move through, man, how I dealt with that, how mental illness is very important.
Oh,
Back then,
very important.
we didn't have no medication back then. We had either weed or 40 ounces or something. You know what I'm saying? We didn't really
all
have,
the wrong things.
Yeah, we didn't have any medication, man. So just talk about that, man. How, you know, at the end, man, faith, man, pretty much got me through, man. Got me to the point where I'm at today. So,
okay, that's wonderful. So you wrote this book, and you know it's a very good story. You know, from what I'm hearing.
Right.
So what do you think you're going to do with the book? Are you going to turn it into like a movie or film or?
I was hoping to, man, or hopefully, man, this might be my first event.
Right.
You know, because I left the book off at like 1998, 99.
Right.
So I gave room to if I want to do something else regarding this topic, I can go back to it.
Right.
But then I have other ideas about other things, man. So I'll see how this one fares, man. And then you know, try to do it again, man. Like I said, retirement.
Right.
I got times when my kids getting old, man. So I ain't gotta really be home, man. So and then I see the process and how either you can publish it yourself or go through somebody.
Right.
So it's kind of up in the air, man. You know, to each his own, man. If you
Right.
want to publish it yourself,
Right.
be successful that way too.
Right.
So I kind of saw the way I did it, man, and you know, sometimes it's a positive, negative, man, but it wasn't that difficult once you do it one time. That's why you see people, they be like, yeah, I got 40 books out. Yeah,
Right.
I can see why. I can see. I ain't gonna do all that, but I'm saying, but
Right.
you know, I can see how I can write again, man. You know?
Right. Okay. So, what's next for Moe Banks? You know, I know you got the book out. You possibly want to do, like I said, a film or movie off of it. So, where do you see yourself, you know, in the next few years? You know, because you're gonna have success with the book. It's you're getting global. You're getting global papers. This book is selling all around the globe, and I want y'all to go out and pick up that book. Tell them the name again.
It's called American Square: The Rise and Fall of a Modern Day Camelot.
Yeah.
It's on Amazon, Google Play, iTunes, Barnes and Nobles. So everything local, it's on.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So another thing I want you to tell them, because a lot of our viewers from the Taco Montana TV, we want to make sure that they support you.
Right.
So what I want you to do is tell them, the people, how they can reach out to you. You know, can they follow you on social media?
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah, they can reach me on Facebook. I'm on Facebook under Moe Banks, and Instagram I'm at Motown B on Instagram. And right now, that's the only one. I'm on TikTok though, but I'm kind of new at that. I'm kind of new at TikTok. That's kind of young person game, man.
Yeah, but it'll help you sell your book.
Yeah, but I'm on TikTok too. So just punching through social media, man, and hopefully get more podcasts. But this is the first one I've done, man. So I definitely appreciate you, giving me that shine, man. But also, like I said, I'm in paid publishing, and I have to do a podcast with them.
Yeah.
And have a couple months to do that.
Right.
So we'll see, man, how it goes, man. The more I promote it. But what I'm thinking about, man, is this. How come we always see stories, man, on HBO, Showtime, whatever, man, with, other cities like Atlanta, Detroit, the Chi, whatever. I'm saying, why we can't have something like that, man?
Oh, we're headed there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We need to get there, man, because we got stories to tell too, man.
Yes.
We got some great stories to tell, man. We went through just as much and more than people in other cities, man. So, hopefully, man, they'll see my book and it inspire somebody to want to write another book, man. Like you wrote a book that inspired me. I said, I got a book out.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, I said, even when I heard about your book, I was like, see, that's the way to go, man. You know what I'm saying?
Sit back, drop
and that's why I'm
in retirement.
Yeah, right, man. So that's where I think I'm headed, man. So just see how it goes and just try to, man, be more part of the community, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The things I can do to help, man. I've already also, a couple churches want me to come and speak to kind of give my testimony on how I came through things, man. So, got a couple things I can do, man.
That's one.
It's the first step, though, man. First step.
And another thing you can possibly do is set up your own channel,
Right.
like I have, because that way you can sit in front of your computer
Right.
and tell your story too, you know, to tell a little people so that way they'll come, you know, because that's another form of advertising that will be support for you too.
Right.
Yeah, so that's a wonderful thing. So that's why I'm saying I'm glad Moe Banks came to the show. One of my OG friends came to holler at y'all on the Taco Montana show. You know, we done hung at the Republic Gardens. We did
it all, man.
The bank.
We did it all, man.
We did it all. That's what I'm saying. But that's
But the crazy thing was, I didn't know who you was. I knew you were top. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew you were Taco Montana. I was like, oh. And all the time, I was like, you know.
Oh, because we just took, because I wasn't bragging.
Right, yeah.
We just living life.
Yeah.
We just living life with no bragging, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not above my people, you know what I'm saying? We all together.
Right.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying I appreciate Mo coming through and doing this show for me, you know, and that's why I say I always want to support all those brothers and sisters out there who are doing the right thing. So, Mo, there's one more thing that I want you to do, you know what I'm saying, before we check out, because I'm saying I still want them to get your book because you're going to come a second time. The first time I give a person, 15, 20 minutes, because then later on, when you have more success, you can come back and talk about that and then newer projects that you're going on.
Right.
But what I want you to do for me is that we always have our guests say something positive to the youth so that they can do the right thing like Spike Lee and don't bump their heads out here and get in a lot of trouble. We want them to be authors, or even one day they could say they retired from a job that they put 37, 40 years in. So what would you say to them to help them get past all their problems?
I would just say, man, right now, as bad as things are, man, I know it's bad out there, man. You just have faith, man. Just have faith in God. And just take your time, man. You don't need rushing, man. You know what I'm saying? Life is long, man. If you do the right things, man, life is long. Just take your time. You ain't gonna get rich, man. People always want to get rich quick or whatever, man. You don't always work like that, man. Just if you just stable, man, get you a nice young lady or a young man, whatever, or get you a companion, whatever you do now. You know what they do. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, just, you know what I'm saying, just get you a person, man, care about you, man, and someone who has the same goals as you, because you're gonna need that support, man.
Right.
Need that support, man. And just, man, have good people around you, man. Don't waste no time with some of these chumps out here, man, who trying to get something from you. You know what I'm saying? Just have, pick your friends better and have you a nice companion, man, and just grind, man. Look, man, you ain't always like going all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? Just grind. Sometimes you gotta grind. Sometimes you gotta stay in the house, man. You know what I'm saying? Just take your time, man, and things will be all right, man. Like I said, have faith in God, man. Pray to God, man. He got a plan for you, man. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what, I kind of fell back on, man. When things got bad, I was like, okay, what am I doing wrong?
Right.
I could pick out what I'm doing wrong. And I was like, well, maybe I need to come a little closer to God. You know what I'm saying? And when you do that, man, you not scared of nothing, man. You ain't afraid of nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? You got hope, man. Your heart's filled up, man, with love, man. And I think that's some of the chemistry that makes you, propel yourself, man, to another level where people see you and be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? He look up to you, man. That's all you can do, man. You get to a certain level, and it's time for you to get back, man, like you doing, man.
Right. You heard what he said. You heard the love in his voice. You heard the progress in his story. As we do always at this time, we're going to bring you inspiring people that have excellence within their lives, because we want you to be excellent, just like a Moe Banks, like a Taco Montana, and many of the viewers that come onto the show. Until next time, I'll let your boy Taco Montana. How you love that? What's up, YouTube family? It's your boy Taco Montana back in the building once again. I want all y'all to go out there and pick up a copy of the Taco Montana Clandestine Hustler by shopping Amazon. And to all the new people that's seeing this, hey, subscribe to Taco Montana TV. You heard? And also pick up this gear, this merch here at Taco Montana TV.